Now, how would you suggest someone start the 5-hour workday?
If you really wanted to do it now more than ever, you can decide that tomorrow you're only going to work 5 hours, right? Most people are at home. Just decide you're going to do it and try it out and see how much more productive you are. And just to kind of run a mini little beta. If somebody was to do it as a business or a corporation, it really kind of depends on the business, but it seems really just, I think the start is, let's just call it an experiment. Let's call it a beta and do it for a period of time. Do it for a day, do it for a quarter, do it for a year. But just try it out. At the very minimum, I promise you're going to immediately find people who are going to come up with some efficiencies you've never thought about. You're going to see an extra hop in everybody's step. You're just going to see an overall boost in morale.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you feel like your surfing has gotten better since you've implemented the 5-hour workday?
No, I still stink. But I get out there more. I still get out there and have fun as much as I can. But yeah.
For you personally, besides surfing,
I'm in carpool line a lot more. That's for sure.
So with the 5-hour workday for you personally, how have you benefited? Like, what are some of the big benefits that you see in your own personal life from this?
Yeah, it's freed me up to develop myself a lot more. I spend a lot of the extra time on education and training and learning new skills, and just kind of, being able to develop myself more. That's been the biggest pickup for me. Any self-improvement type stuff. So that's been a huge pickup for me. Family wise, I'm there for my kid. I'm there when my kids get home. I can take them to school when I want. I can go to their sports games whenever I want. It really is just, from a family perspective, has freed me up immensely. From the energy side, there's no question I have more energy and more time. So during that 5-hour window, you can just fly, and I tell you, I used to get the Sunday night blues all the time. I was back to college, and it just doesn't happen anymore because I have to remind myself, all right, if I'm super efficient and I go really fast tomorrow on Monday, I'm going to get everything done by 1 o'clock and check out. And it doesn't always work that way. There's a lot of times we're here working past 1 o'clock. There's a lot of customers we got to handle that we're going to work with them no matter what. There's events we need to attend. So it happens frequently where we're working past 1 when we need to, but we're very deliberate about it when we do it.
So do you encourage people to work past 1 o'clock? Do you encourage them to stop at 1 o'clock?
Yeah, good question. Our hardest thing is getting people to stop.
Oh yeah.
And it's okay, right? Nobody, most people that now after 1, if they're working, and more times than not, they want to. It's completely on them. But I sent an email out to everybody this morning, or as a reminder. I read a book, Anders Ericsson. It's called Peak. I forget the rest of the name of the book, but it's all about world-class performers. And this is everything from business people to violinists to athletes. And he spent 30 years studying world-class performers, and kind of what he boiled it down to is they all work very hard every day, about 4.5 hours. And it's never 4.5 straight, right? It's all these 90-minute reps. Take a break, 90-minute rep, take a break. And the break is essential. That 10-minute gap is not checking your phone. It's not calling into the family. It's just total mental off and then back on again.
Yeah.
So we do encourage, it's the hardest thing is getting people to stick in that 5-hour window.
Yeah, because, one of the things that kills my energy personally is when I go back to back to back to back to back and I have no rest. Yeah. So I'm not breathing. I'm not moving. I am just working. And that zaps not only does it zap my energy, but it zaps my creativity. It zaps, okay, I can think about this, and this. And
so you're saying you're doing back-to-back meetings or back-to-back just
meetings.
Yeah.
And it's not deep work. It's a one after another, after another, after another. In one aspect, it's great because I get to, do a bunch within a short period of time in regards to meetings. But if I don't, and I've learned to do this, if I do not put that 10-minute break in between saying, okay, so instead of an hour meeting, we're going to meet for 50 minutes. Well, what's that extra 10 minutes in regards to the meeting? There really isn't. But in regards to myself and being able to shut down, spend, 7 minutes just breathing, getting back, resting really quickly, and then I'm off, man, that has changed it dramatically. And that's one of the things I loved when you were like, you're on and then quickly off and then on again, then quickly off, all within that 5-hour work day. It'll make you so much more productive. I mean, so much more productive.
Yeah, we follow Gary Kelleher's work from One Thing quite a bit. Actually, one of our team members is cousin with Jay Papasan, Alex Gafford's cousins with Jay Papasan, who's one of the authors of it. But they talk about meeting residue, right? Where if you're going meeting after meeting after meeting, say you go, you got a 10 to an 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1, it's, if you're stopping at 10 and going to an 11, you have that meeting residual from the last meeting, right? And you're trying to, it carries over.
Totally does.
Yeah. But I love Gary Kelleher. His stuff's so good. I think I watched an interview with him. He said, my default answer to anything is no. And it's hard, but it's so key. If you're lining up your day, it's that no is still so critical and kind of, we always talk about knowing your one thing. What's your one thing this year? What's your one thing this month? What's your one thing this week? What's your one thing today? All the way down to the WIN acronym, right? What's important now? What do I need to do right now? What's that one thing?